GDC. In this video, we're going to find out how to draw a graph using a GDC TI Inspire, and then use our graph to produce a sketch. In order to draw a sketch in the IB, you need to accurately draw the key features. This includes the shape of the graph, the X and Y intercepts, the coordinates of any vertex, and you can then use the vertex to find the axis of symmetry. So the first thing you need to do is open yourself a graph page and type in our graph, which is negative 0.5 x squared plus 7.5 x minus 18. Enter. Right, our window is not large enough to show the whole graph, so we'll need to change the window. So menu, window zoom, window settings. So I'm going to go from -1 to 15. Our Y values, I'm going to go down to -20 and up to 15. Now we can see the whole of the graph, so I'm going to move the name out of the way. We need to find the intercepts, which are there and there. We need to draw another graph, so we need to draw the graph of y equals 0. So tab, f of x equals 0, in. We can now find the intercepts. So menu, geometry, points and lines, points of intersection. We need to touch both graphs, so 1, 2, and there we get our two intercepts, which are 3, 0 and 12, 0. We now need to find the y-intercept, so we need to draw the graph x equals 0. So we need tab, so tab. We can't draw x equals 0, so get rid of the equal sign and do relation. Now we can type in x equals 0. And there we go, there's our line. So now we can find the points of intersection. So menu, geometry, points and lines, intersection points. Again, we need to touch both graphs. So there's one graph, two graphs. So our point of intersection is 0 minus 18. Now we need to find our vertex, which is a maximum, and we know it is around this point. So menu, we're going to analyze our graph. We want to find a maximum. We get this line, so we put it somewhere to the left, then drag it somewhere to the right. So our maximum is 7.5, 10.1. That means it occurs when x equals 7.5 and the maximum value is 10.1. We can use this information to find our line of symmetry. Our line of symmetry goes through our vertex, so our line of symmetry is going to have the equation x equals 7.5. We can now use all the information we found from our GDC to make a sketch of our graph. A sketch is not a perfect representation of our graph. It is a sketch that shows all the important points on our graph. It shows any intersection points. So it shows the X and Y intercepts. If the graph has a vertex, it will show the vertex. And it also shows the general shape of the graph. Here is a nice sketch of our graph. It clearly shows the y-intercept, which is at 0, minus 18, the two x-intercepts at 3, 0 and 12, 0, and the vertex is at 7, 10.125 to 3 decimal places. We could draw in our vertex, which would go through the point x equals 7.5, and would have the equation x equals 7.5.